Everyone always thinks of a GPS as a helpful tool that is nicer and easier to use than a traditional map, but what they don't realize is that they are a tool to be used by stalkers and hijackers too. Before I get into all the scary stuff that can be done with the GPS, I'll talk about the benefits of GPS and how it works. Everyone knows what a GPS is. It is a device that can be in phones or just separate device sitting in the car. They connect with a grid of 24 satellites orbiting the Earth and are always in constant contact with at least 6 to 8. These satellites send data to the GPS device that tells the device where it is on Earth. The satellites are very accurate in their placements. They project the image of the device 164 to 328 feet of the actual location. They're never 100% correct, which makes sense because nothing that humans can make will ever be absolutely perfect. This GPS technology is pretty helpful for road trips, but is crucial for airlining and boating industries. Airports use GPS in all the planes to coordinate flight patterns and figure out exactly where every plane is flying. If the GPS was shut down, it would stop all flight traffic. Long-distance sea travelers also rely on GPS. On land, people can use countless things to remember where they are and how to get where they want to go. But at sea or on a large lake, captains can't do this because every wave looks the same and they move. There's no possible way to just know where you are. GPS allows them to see where they are on the body of water and shows them the direction they are heading. They use this to decide what direction they need to go and to get different places. Without GPS, sea travel would be very difficult and it would be very easy to get lost and stranded. Some problems with GPS are present though. They must be updated regularly to have access to the latest road openings and closings. If they aren't updated regularly, then they could lead unsuspecting drivers the wrong way down a one-way street or onto the road that is now closed. Another thing wrong with them is their accuracy. Even though they are very accurate, they will never be 100% accurate. One of the more scary things is the potential use for stalking. According to CBS Chicago, there are many ways that people can be tracked by GPS on their phones. For instance, when people post photos to social media, many times these photos have what is called a geotag attached to them. A geotag is GPS information embedded in the photo that tells where you were when you posted the photo. While this feature can be turned off on all phones, not many people know about it, and these geotags can be used to track people. There is, however, a website called ICanStalkYou.com that will alert people randomly to these threats and show you how to turn off the location service on every major phone. The last crazy threat that GPS poses is the ability to be spoofed. GPS spoofing is when someone uses a device to transmit fake GPS signals to the GPS console to give it wrong information. It is impossible to notice the hacking while it is happening. The way this works is kind of cool but dangerous at the same time. Take the example of a boat. It's traveling across the water with the guidance of GPS. An attacker uses a homemade device to send fake GPS signals to the boat. This signal slowly grows in strength until eventually it cancels out the power of the other satellites, the real satellites. So then now the boat is relying all its information off of the hacker. The hacker can now take this and move the boat. So the boat thinks it's going on wants to go on the black path, but then the hacker shows up and tells it that it's drifting to the right, where the red arrows are. So then the captain will correct the boat's path and will end up going on the purple path because it thinks it's drifting to the left, but now it overcorrected and is now going to the right of where it actually wants to go. No alarms are raised in this, and nobody, the crew nor the captain or passengers on board, know this is happening because it is impossible to tell. In conclusion, GPS is an amazing, helpful tool for many forms of travel, but it could quickly turn into a terrorism tool or something very dangerous if a few smart people with very inexpensive equipment hack the GPS and send the vehicle off its intended path.